Good morning, students. We'll continue with the chapter 5, that is movement towards independence. We had seen first part of the chapter, that is from 1920 and various events which took place, and the last was Gandhi Irwin Pact. Now we are going to study about the Quit India movement. Okay, it was a big and well-known movement of India. Quit का मतलब होता है छोड़ देना. Okay, so Quit India movement, which ultimately meant that leave India. Quit India movement was the name given to the Britishers, that leave India forever. So we'll study about that. Quit India movement. Keeping in mind the World War situation, the Congress Working Committee decided to end the individual satyagraha, that is in January 1942. The British government attempted to deceive people of India by Cripps mission. So Indians were angry and dejected. Therefore, people of India no longer had faith in British rulers. They assumed that the Britishers did not wish to quit India. Gandhiji advised the people to come out of despair and be prepared to give new and last fight. See now, over here there is a word Cripps mission. It's a big thing in history. इसके पीछे बहुत सारे reason थे. Now what was this Cripps mission? Okay, so it is a Cripps mission. मतलब there was a leader named Cripps, and he came to India in the year 1942. That is on 22nd April, somewhere like that. He came to India. He was purposely sent to India to convince India for the dominion status, and he said to Indians, मतलब इंडियन पॉलिटिकल पार्टी से वो मिले थे और उन्होंने कहा कि आफ्टर द वॉर वर्ल्ड वॉर गेट्स एंड विल गिव यू डोमिनियन स्टेटस. ओके, सो ये बात इंडियंस के लिए बिल्कुल मंजूर नहीं थी, दैट वी डोंट वांट डोमिनियन स्टेटस एंड वी वांट फुल इंडिपेंडेंस. और वो यहाँ पे आए क्यों थे? बिकॉज ड्यूरिंग 1942 देर वॉज अ वॉर, वर्ल्ड वॉर हैपनिंग. ओके, वर्ल्ड वॉर शुरू हो गई थी एंड ब्रिटिशर्स वेर वांटिंग कि कैसे भी करके इंडिया ब्रिटिशर्स की तरफ से लड़े. ओके, सो ब्रिटिशर्स को इंडियंस की हेल्प चाहिए थी, इंडियन मिलिटेंट्स की हेल्प चाहिए थी. इसके लिए उन्होंने दे सेंट the scripts over in India for for uh, for for taking India's help, but Indians were not ready to fight for Britishers against Germany, that we want our own independence. And Winston Churchill, who was a leader of England, was not at all ready for this even dominion status. He said that Britishers were the rulers of India and there will nothing like dominant status. Then too, because of the force from Americans, that they were somehow wanting Indians to help Americans, and this you can say not exist, it was allied nations. They were wanting that India should help allied nations. That's why they sent Cripps over here. But what happened later, that people of India were not ready. Then they were wanting that anyhow this Britishers do not want to leave India. So Gandhiji said that this would be the last fight to quit India, to leave India forever. On 9th August 1942, resolution of Quit India movement was passed in the Working Committee of Congress held at Mumbai. On the second day of the resolution, Gandhiji, Vallabhbhai Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru, Maulana Azad and other eminent Congress leaders were arrested. See now, वैसे इंडियन कोई भी रेडी नहीं थे क्रिप्स मिशन से, मतलब उन्होंने जो प्रपोजल दिया था दैट वाज नॉट, दे वर नॉट रेडी फॉर दिस. सो उन लोगों ने क्या किया, इन सभी लोगों को अरेस्ट कर लिया, क्योंकि these people were bringing awareness among people that not to fight for Britishers. उनकी साइड से लड़ना नहीं है, और उनको पता था अगर इन लीडरों को अरेस्ट नहीं किया तो वो लोग कैसे भी करके इन लोगों को वॉर में इन्वॉल्व होने देंगे नहीं. एंड ऑन द अदर साइड Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Cripps gave some offer to Muhammad Ali Jinnah. So Jinnah was supporting द स्क्रिप्स मिशन, उन लोगों ने मतलब उनकी साइड ने मुस्लिम लीग ने उनको सपोर्ट किया था एंड दे फॉट ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ ब्रिटिशर्स. सो देर वॉज कंप्लीट टू पार्टीज इन इंडिया इन 1942. एक तो जिन्ना साइड हो गया था जो पाकिस्तान, जिनको अगर अलग से पाकिस्तान चाहिए था, एंड वन वॉज ऑफ इंडियन साइड. ओके, newspapers were banned, regional and district level Congress leaders were arrested simultaneously. Arrest of Gandhiji and other leaders resulted in nationwide strike, and to this Gandhiji said, "This is the last fight in my life, and therefore people of India should make all attempts to achieve independence." He gave the slogan "Do or Die." उन लोगों ने इन सभी लीडर को प्रिजन में डाल दिया था. नेक्स्ट कम्स स्ट्राइक्स ड्यूरिंग क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट. The rural and the urban region of the country, including workers, farmers, youth, students, teachers, businessmen, and women, were in forefront in this movement. Workers went on strike in factories. Iron factories in Jamshedpur and cotton mills at Madras too were on strikes. 1 lakh meal workers of 75 cotton mill industry in Ahmedabad went on peaceful strike for 105 days. Colleges and schools observed strike. For nearly 3.5 months, markets in Ahmedabad were closed. So क्विट इंडिया मतलब स्ट्राइक कर दी थी, हम लोग आपका काम करेंगे ही नहीं. देयर वेर वर्कर्स वेर नॉट वर्किंग, सो दे वेर नॉट गेटिंग गुड्स, एंड बिकॉज दे वेर नॉट गेटिंग गुड्स उनका बिजनेस भी रुक गया था. सो क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट में सभी इंडियंस ने पार्ट लिया था, सभी अपने अपने तरीके से हेल्प कर रहे थे. हार्मफुल एक्टिविटीज ड्यूरिंग क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट. Anger against British government was being expressed from every nook and corner of the country. Suppression against peaceful people by the Britishers led to a violent situation as people not only ransacked the post office, telegram department, police station, railway station, government buildings, schools and colleges buildings, railway lines, pools, bridges and roads, but looted and the assets and set on fire the government properties. In this, railway incurred heaviest loss. In many of the areas of people used bombs. Now what happened? एक तो क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट की वजह से उन लोगों ने काफ़ी सारे लीडर्स को जेल में डाल दिया था. एंड ब्रिटिशर्स वेर यूजिंग अ वॉयलेंट सिचुएशन, दे वेर पुटिंग ऑल हैरेसमेंट ऑन इंडियंस. सो लोगों ने उसका विरोध करने के लिए दे ऑल्सो स्टार्टेड बर्निंग एंड लूटिंग एवरीथिंग. पोस्ट ऑफिस जो भी ब्रिटिशर्स की चीज़ थी उन सबको वो लोग तोड़ फोड़ रहे थे. Failure of government in crushing the struggle. The government tried to suppress the movement with hard hand. मतलब उन्होंने सभी चीज़ें, they were very violent. Even Britishers became very violent. The struggle started from a small and to a large extent by ransacking government system. More than 70,000 people were imprisoned. 358 gunshots were fired. 1,028 people lost their life. 3,200 people were injured. Students were injured in gunshot, especially in Ahmedabad and Patna. Unique political consciousness was created among the people. This movement gave clear warning to the British government and a message to the world at large that India cannot be enslaved anymore. Yes, now 1942 में एक तो ब्रिटिशर्स को वर्ल्ड वॉर चल रही थी, दूसरी तरफ इंडिया भी अपने आप को आज़ाद करने के लिए लड़ रहा था. सो व्हाट दे वर डूइंग, they became very violent. They were suppressing Indians anyhow they can. बट इंडियंस वेर नॉट रेडी टू लिसन टू देम. वो भी साथ में इतना ही सामने लड़ने लगे थे, खुल के सामने आ गए थे. सो पीपल ऑफ इंडिया नाउ वांटेड फुल इंडिपेंडेंस. द अमेंडमेंट ऑफ डोमिनेंट स्टेटस वॉज ऑलमोस्ट इनविजिबल बाय द स्ट्रगल. आफ्टर द स्ट्रगल ऑफ 5 years इंडिया अचीव्ड इंडिपेंडेंस. येस, नाउ डोमिनेंट स्टेटस की बात तो छोड़ ही दो. वी डोंट वांट एनी डोमिनेंट स्टेटस, वी जस्ट वांट फुल इंडिपेंडेंस ऑफ आवर कंट्री. ओके, नाउ आज़ाद हिंद फौज एंड सुभाष चंद्र बोस. सुभाष चंद्र बोस नाम सबको ही पता है. ही वॉज अ ग्रेट इंडियन लीडर. ओके, जो लड़ने में मानते थे. ही वॉज नॉट अ सपोर्टर ऑफ नॉन वायलेंस और नॉन वायलेंट मूवमेंट. सुभाष चंद्र बोस वॉज बॉर्न इन कटक इन ओडिशा स्टेट on 23rd January 1897. His father Rai Bahadur Janki Nath Bose was a government lawyer in British Judiciary. His mother पार्वती देवी was philanthropist. Philanthropist का मतलब जो गरीबों की हेल्प करता है. Prediction was that this Bengali lad will become sincere servant of Britishers, but he went on to become a staunch freedom fighter against British Empire. Prediction ऐसी थी कि जैसे क्योंकि उसके फादर ही was a लॉयर, ब्रिटिश जुडिशरी में भी लॉयर थे, सो ये भी उनके नक्शे कदम पे चलेंगे, बट इट केम कम्प्लीटली अपोजिट. ही वॉज अ ग्रेट फाइटर against the British Empire. After passing examination with good marks from Calcutta Presidency College, he went to England for further studies. He passed the very difficult ICS, that is Indian Civil Service examination, at 4th number and returned to Calcutta. Seeds of revolution were planted in his mind due to the insulting attitude and pride of the British professor at the Presidency College towards the Indians. उनके दिमाग में ये सब कुछ आया, क्यों हुआ, कैसे? क्योंकि वी ऑल नो दैट दिस ब्रिटिशर्स इवन टुडे डू नॉट ट्रीट इंडियन और यू कैन से ब्लैक और ब्राउन स्किन पीपल विद दैट रिस्पेक्ट. मैनी ब्रिटिशर्स इवन टुडे. सो तब के टाइम पे तो वो बहुत ही ख़राब तरीके से बिहेव करते थे, एंड दिस एवरी पर्सन कैन नॉट एक्सेप्ट दिस. इवन गांधी जी एट डन सत्याग्रह इन साउथ अफ्रीका बिकॉज ऑफ दिस ओनली. Okay, so he was very much interested in Indian independence struggle. He became an active member of National Assembly. He joined the Swaraj Party in 1923. He soon became very popular leader among youth. He was in the top in civil disobedience movement and therefore jailed many times. At the young age of 41, he was elected as president of Congress convention at Haripura, Surat, and showcased his ability. मतलब काफ़ी यंग एज में उन्होंने बहुत, you can say, लीडरशिप और पॉपुलैरिटी मिल गई थी उनको. He left the Congress as a difference of opinion with Gandhi had increased and he established a party, the Forward Bloc. मुनके और गांधी जी के ओपिनियन बहुत ज़्यादा मतभेद थे उन दोनों में. गांधी जी ऑलवेज बिलीव इन नॉन वायलेंस मूवमेंट एंड सुभाष चंद्र बोस वॉज नॉट रेडी विद दिस. सो ही फॉर्म अ न्यू पार्टी जिसका नाम था फॉरवर्ड ब्लॉक. टू अवेकन द पब्लिसिटी अगेंस्ट द ब्रिटिशर्स ही ट्रेवल मोस्ट ऑफ द रीजन्स ऑफ इंडिया. पब्लिसिटी मतलब एक सोच, एक जागरूकता लाने के लिए उन्होंने पूरे इंडिया में ट्रैवल करना शुरू कर दिया. ही वॉज अरेस्टेड अंडर द इंडियन डिफेंस कोड एंड इम्प्रिजन. During imprisonment, he was ill-treated. He was imprisoned at his place of residence as his health was deteriorating since he was fasting unto death. ये सब चीज़ों की वजह से ब्रिटिशर्स ने उनको पकड़ लिया था एंड देन ही वॉज जेल्ड, जहाँ पे उनकी तबीयत बहुत ज़्यादा बिगड़ गई थी. ओके, बिकॉज ही वॉज फास्टिंग अनटू डेथ. He travelled in a disguise of Pathan from Calcutta via Peshawar, Kabul, Iran and Russia. Later on he reached Berlin, Germany on 20th March 1942. So उनको नज़र कैद में रख दिया था. सो वो वहाँ से भाग गए थे और उन्होंने एक पठान का वेशभूषा लेके वो कहाँ पे गए थे. फ्रॉम कैलकटा ही वेंट टू पेशावर. पेशावर इज़ अ प्लेस इन पाकिस्तान. Then he went to Kabul. Kabul is capital of Afghanistan. From there he went to Iran. Okay, Afghanistan and Iran are neighboring countries. And from there he went to Russia. और वहाँ से वो कहाँ पे गए थे? Germany. That is in Berlin, Germany. See now in the year 1942. ये तब का साल है जब वर्ल्ड वॉर चल रही थी. वर्ल्ड वॉर सेकेंड शुरू हो गई थी एंड जर्मनी वॉज ऑन द एक्सिस साइड. वो ब्रिटेन का दुश्मन था. Indians living in Germany gave him warm welcome. He urged the people of India through Berlin radio to fight against British Empire. He also met Hitler in Germany and discussed in detail about the independence of India. मतलब वो कैसे भी करके इंडिया को आज़ाद करना चाहते थे ब्रिटिशर्स से. तो उन्होंने किससे हाथ मिला लिया था? हिटलर के साथ. ओके, थ्रू एक्सेसिनेशन. He then went to Rome and Paris to establish military unit for the independence of India and recruited 3,000 Indians. Ras Bihari Bose, a revolutionary living in Japan, chained all the organization and established Indian Independence League. To make India free, Azad Hind Fauj was set up. A presence of 100 Indian delegates from Malaya, Japan, Sumatra, Java, Hong Kong, Borneo, Andaman, Burma, which was Brahmadesh, now Myanmar, were in organization. मतलब ये सब एक हो गए थे. Okay, you can say that two world blocks. One was ruling in India, that is Britishers, and other was Germany side. So Subhash Chandra Bose joined the German side in order to free India from Britishers. And at that, Mohan Singh was a prisoner arrested by Japan was also present. Moreover, Ras Bihari Bose voluntarily retired as the head of INA, Indian National Army से वो रिटायर हो गए थे. Okay, now Azad Hind Fauj and Indian Independence League. आज़ाद हिंद फौज एक पूरी मिलिट्री थी जो सुभाष चंद्र बोस ने बनाई थी, ओके, वो सब ब्रिटिशर्स के साथ लड़ते थे विद द हेल्प ऑफ जापान एंड जर्मनी। उनको फाइनेंशियल एड जापान से मिलती थी। After breaking the tight British security, Subhash Chandra Bose cleverly reached to Japan from Berlin in submarine in 1943. Moreover, Ras Bihari Bose of Indian Independence League visited Subhash Chandra Bose to be the head of his league. जापान would provide every kind of help for the Indian freedom. देखो क्या तय हुआ था कि जापान would provide every, क्योंकि जापान को ब्रिटिश से प्रॉब्लम थी, they were on the Axis side, एंड उन्होंने क्या किया था, दे वेर रेडी टू हेल्प सुभाष चंद्र बोस फॉर इंडियाज़ फ्रीडम। इट वॉज प्रॉमिस दैट एज जापानीज आर्मी एडवांस टूवर्ड्स इंडिया कैप्चरिंग इंडियन प्रोविंसेस, प्रोविंशियल गवर्नमेंट वुड बी फॉर्म एंड जापान वुड गिव देम रिकग्निशन। अब ये तो मतलब कैसी बात हुई कि यू कैन से दैट, वो कौन सी कहावत है हिंदी में, आसमान से गिरे और खजूर में अटके, like that. It was not proved. अब जापान ऐसा बोला था that they will fight for India, they will capture Indian provinces and then they will give India recognition. But it was not, मतलब you want to get freedom from Britishers and you are inviting some other country to rule in India. It was like that. Though they had said that they will give India independence, but it was not proved, or you can not see 100% that Japan would be on his words. On July 2, 1943, Subhash Chandra Bose went to Singapore from Japan, and there he was elected as the president of Indian Independence League on 4th July 1943. Moreover, Ras Bihari Bose voluntarily retired as the head of Indian National Army, Azad Hind Fauj, and was appointed Subhash Chandra Bose as head of INA Indian residing there, got a proper and able leader for freeing their motherland. Since then, Subhash Chandra Bose was called Netaji. Yes, उनको ये नाम कब मिला? 1943 में. In his speeches and on radio, he gave slogan "Chalo Delhi, let's march to Delhi," and तुम मुझे खून दो, मैं तुम्हें आज़ादी दूंगा. This slogan is very famous. Give me blood and I will give you freedom. With his skillful guidance, he formed a parallel government. उन्होंने एक पूरी गवर्नमेंट बना दी थी, okay, which was working against Britishers. He tried to convince and urge the Indian residing in Southeast Asia to sacrifice everything for the struggle of independence of India. Yes, you should do everything to make India free. Establishment of provisional government by Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose formed provisional Indian government and he became its prime minister. मतलब उन्होंने पूरी एक सरकार ही बना दी थी. He formed a full Indian military, full Indian government who were fighting against the Britishers. He allotted other departments of his company and formed a cabinet. This government was recognized by Japan, Germany, Italy and nationalized China and Burma. This government recognized Hindi as a national language and tricolor as a national flag. It was decided to have income by assisting Japan. See, income कहाँ से आ रही थी? By assisting Japan. Independent role and by property tax. नेताजी visited Andaman and Nicobar Island and named it as शहीद and स्वराज. उसको अंडमान एंड निकोबार को उन्होंने क्या नाम दिया था? शहीद एंड स्वराज. Last step and martyrdom of Subhash Babu. In May 1944, under the leadership of Netaji, his military units captured Rangoon, which is capital of Burma, you can say Myanmar, Prom, Kohima, presently capital of Nagaland. Then it reached towards Imphal, now capital of Manipur. But after dropping 2 atom bombs at Nagasaki and Hiroshima in Japan, the financial assistance to the provisional government stopped. See, he was the supporter of Axis nation, you can say so, and they were getting financial help from Japan. But in the year 1945, that is on 6th August and 9th August, अमेरिका ने जापान पर बॉम्ब गिराया था. सो उनको सब हेल्प मिलनी बंद हो गई थी. ब्रिटिश एयरक्राफ्ट स्टार्टेड वॉरफेयर अगेंस्ट आज़ाद हिंद फौज. अब कौन वापस फोर्स में आ गया था? ब्रिटिश एम्पायर. सो उनकी जो हेल्प थी वो तो एक तरीके से बंद हो गई थी. सो उन्होंने वहाँ पे वॉरफेयर लगाना शुरू कर दिया. सो द कंडीशन बिकेम क्रिटिकल. On 8th August 1945, he started from Taipei airport of Formosa for Tokyo. Taipei is a capital of Taiwan. वहाँ से वो टोक्यो के लिए जा रहे थे. But his plane caught fire and he was seriously burned. While undergoing treatment, he died. The mystery of his health has remained unsolved till date. Yes, Whether he died or whether he was killed, still it is a mystery. Okay, so this is about the Subhash Chandra Bose, born on 23rd January 1897, and he was a great Indian leader. For making India free from Britishers, he took help of Germany and Japan. And but as in the year 1945, this nation lost, so the help to Azad Hind Fauj also stopped. So this is about Subhash Chandra Bose. We'll stop this over here. We'll continue later in the next lecture. Thank you.